Actually, that's the craziest irony of Pokemon TCG Pocket being trash. You get heads in the beginning of the game, you lose. You get tails at any other point of the game, you lose. What a balanced masterpiece of a game. Everything about the pack opening in Pokemon TCG Pocket is fake. That once you press this button, none of your decisions matter, and we actually have a Reddit post proving that. Cards in packs are predetermined. Wonderpick showed cards before drawn. My buddy clicked on a Pikachu pack and was rotating through the carousel. As he was doing that, I went to Wonderpick, and it showed exactly the cards he ended up pulling in his pack before he pulled them. Just wanted to let the community know. This is so upsetting. I wanted Pokemon TCG Pocket to be like the next Pokemon Go, and then everyone's playing Pokemon TCG in an accessible way. But the way this came out is just so unfortunate. I want to go back to playing New World Eternum from Amazon Game Studio. Like, jeez. I guess like, comment, subscribe. We're going to be breaking it down, but wow. Now, it's obvious that there's no pack hacks or ways to identify rare cards before you open the pack. A pack being flipped around doesn't mean anything, but it is weird that the devs put it in the game to hack your brain. Same thing on some of the packs being different, like, oh, if there's a bend on the top, it means there's something inside of it. Well, it means nothing, because that would violate gambling laws. But they have like these customizations, so even though there's no magic in a bent corner or a flipped pack, at the very least, you want to pretend that each of these packs has a different selection of cards inside of them, like you're reaching into a box of Pokemon cards or you're pulling something off the shelf. But no, this is going to be the same no matter what once you hit the opening. It really takes a lot of the fun out of it, how predetermined it is, and, like, how strict the odds are. I don't even think that has anything to do with the laws. Like, I feel like you could put in a selection of each thing being randomized, and that could be done in a way that wouldn't violate gambling laws or anything, right? But it also feels so icky and disgusting, where it's like, yep, they're doing this on purpose to make you feel like you're actually accomplishing, to feel like you have the fake choice. When they just could have been like, you open a pack and then it like shuffles and then hands you one or something. You want to pretend it's not that gross and the game is like slightly more organic, but no, it just kind of shows like, yep, this is an app that has paid features inside of it and randomization, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about that, and it doesn't care that you are being deceived in every aspect of this game. Now, I don't consider it a greed thing. I just kind of consider it like a weird default gotcha thing. So yeah, because of the offering rates, they can't do anything special, because then that could lead to some privileged information where it's like, hey, if you look at the corner, we snuck in some extra rarity there. That's hella illegal. And then people still can't cope. Even like somehow that Twitter thread gets 1 million views and tens of thousands of likes and people saying like, oh my god, it worked. Even though the dude's just grifting for his own merchandise, where it's like, oh, so you're in the full art club, buy a shirt. And then there's people in the replies going, I'm 05, it doesn't work. And the dude himself saying like, oh, never mind, I just got a regular pack. But it feels different. It feels like you get extra inside of it if it has the bent corner, because I found this, my tweet went viral, and I can never admit that I'm wrong, and the Pokemon community is only based off of lies. And then we have the discussion, the moment you press open pack, the cards are decided. That's another thing about the offering rates that gets me, because they have like details about this and the selection process and all of that stuff and all the differences, but that mostly just seems like a way of justifying how like regular packs versus rare packs work, because rare packs are so rare, but doesn't say like, oh, in card selection 2 it's already been determined. So that kind of makes it like extra scummy that someone can't find out all of this information for themselves, and again they're just like, oh, but you know, I could have picked something different, I could have had the chance. Your card opening ritual means nothing. Everything means nothing in this game. You can skip the carousel. It never mattered. I feel like drawing this conclusion just because, like, oh, if you hit open pack and then you close the game, it automatically, like, opens the packs and gives you the cards. That's not really, like, an informed, intelligent thing, because there could still be a world where if card selection mattered, then, you know, just closing the app would automatically go to the first pack, but it doesn't even do that. Like, yeah, once you hit open pack, it's determined. Yet people are still circulating the rumors that card packs with bins will have better cards, keep telling them that the whole carousel thing is just cosmetic, but people prefer to believe what they want. I mean, it's their choice, and it doesn't hurt me, but still. Actually, it hurts other people when such a lie happens, and then they sink $10 to just, like, start going through the carousel looking for corners because they need an EX, and then they lose money on something they had no control over. So, I mean, that's bad. Also, choosing to be an idiot is one of my biggest gripes with the Pokemon community, because like 90% of the community is about that. The info in the offering rates makes it sound like choosing a pack from the carousel can determine what's inside by the game choosing whether it's a regular pack or rare pack, but it's vague enough that both the cards you're getting can be decided before the carousel even shows up. And that's what I was talking about with the attention, that like, yeah, if this is here and you read it, you know, it's not like no one read this and then the answer was there the entire time. They just like, they have really vague and weird language instead of just kind of like having some transparency somewhere for those paying attention. Same with the Wonder Pick. And that's what upsets me, is because with the Wonder Pick, it feels like there's no reason to not completely obscure this. Like, okay, it's shuffled around. It's not even like a cups and balls kind of thing. Here, they could already just have it predetermined. It's like Chansey, ticket, hourglass, ticket, hourglass, or something from left to right. It can already be like that, and there's no way of knowing. But no, it actually doesn't matter. Like, once you click it, then it's determined. Or actually, maybe all of those are hourglasses, and then they just flip it fake at the end, and somehow they get away with that despite all the other laws and legality. Like, it was never that. It feels so bad. And I don't even think it encourages sales or contributes to monetization. That's just like some kind of dopamine engineering on the get 'em next time. And maybe I'm just too smart. That's the problem of having an IQ above room temperature. This shit doesn't work on me. But as we've seen from people that still want to believe about the flip pack trick or the bent corner trick, oh yeah, like anyone just sub like 100 IQ is just complete fodder to this, and this decision might actually just make them spend money. Zoomers that have grown up on their phones their entire life, this is the only way they can obtain dopamine, is through fake choice and zero autonomy, and that terrifies me. Now let's see what else people are finding out about this game. So you actually get 2.5 packs a day, and I guess 1,000 dummies need to be told this because the math is right there and obvious. So yeah, daily missions, that's free. It's not like you're ever going to be positioned to not complete daily mission. Open your free pack, do a Wonder Pick, log in. There's your 4-day, so an extra pack every 3 days. And then with this, the shop tickets, you get an extra pack every 6 days. Okay, I guess that was like crazy huge information everyone needed to jump in and know. Now, there's a limited amount of hourglasses in the shop, but I thought because it costs so many tickets over the course of the month, it probably doesn't matter. It, like, perfectly cancels out. So it's 2.3 packs a day. But then the tragedy of this game having nothing. I'm holding all my shop tickets, waiting to see if more gets added to the shop. Because, like, buying trainer cards, that's cool. I wish I could buy more and do more with the shop and then grind more shop tickets and make the game worth it. But no, there's no content in the game. People are talking about that as well. Curve of activity for free-to-play players after global launch has slowed to basically nothing. Can do daily missions, hourglass, second pack, that's it. It's rough out there. But I mean, then there's still nothing for paid players, which is also the weird thing about the game. You do all the advanced missions, all the missions in the first day or two. You can grind through a lot of solo content, buy out all the hourglasses, open 60 packs, and then you're done. And what do you have to show for it? An incomplete deck and nothing else to do inside the game, and losing to people that have been playing since the beta or spent money that are going into the beginner on the verses, because there's no ranked and there's no MMR and no enforcement of like stomping kids in beginner mode. Also, I heard that beginner mode and advanced mode gives no difference in experience. So yeah, there's no reason to not go advanced mode. Not even looking for a challenge. You just want to stomp out someone and get some free trainer experience and maybe find an extra pack that way by leveling up. Well, the players who pay get what? Yeah, more empty boosters daily. Being free to play doesn't change anything. And that's also why I'm like, yeah, this game doesn't even seem like it's being predatory and greedy. It's just an empty game, and then the first event gives you Meowth and Chansey instead of like a big onboarding. Like, you need a big onboarding event for the first weekend, but no, this game's just dead on arrival. Crazy. But you're also not allowed to be critical of the game because the Pokemon community is just filled with hypocrites. You're allowed to hate on Game Freak. You're allowed to hate Pokemon Let's Go, Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. But then when something bad happens, like Pokemon Legends Arceus, Pokemon Legends ZA, or just the emptiness of Pokemon TCG Pocket, everyone's so negative and hates things for no reason. I'm loving it. I like having to wait for packs. Okay, you're already a freak that needs to be discounted, and all of these upvotes are just completely fraudulent. This is not a people need to learn patience situation. Also, another weird thing about Pokemon Unite. No one was given the patience for Pokemon Unite. Everyone just said, oh, it's pay to win, and I'm just not going to play it, and I'm not going to try to get good at it, even though that's a complete lie. when like paying $100 gave you 2% more stats in the first month of the game. Oh yeah, that's not pay to win. That's not giving you a winning advantage, especially if you have any skill. But no one wanted to actually like grind out and play and develop, so Pokemon Unite just died. The patience argument doesn't apply if you're fishing in a pothole in the street. Now, I know catfish sometimes end up in there, but if it's a clear pothole and you can see all the way down, there's actually nothing in there. It's not like, oh, you just need to be patient and sit at that pothole until something happens. I know, it's just an empty waste of time. Top reply is thank you for this in the circle jerk. Man, there's just way too many weirdos in the Pokemon community. Extra weird. I love Wonder Picks. Oh, this dude just has such Reddit brain. I've started only doing them when I've not got at least 2 of the cards, so there's a higher chance. Bro, like, you have to spend a limited currency to get a fake RNG chance at not getting the card that you need to maybe potentially, like, finish up your deck or something. And you also have, and that's pure RNG, if there's actually going to be something to pull. So that means you only get a Wonder Pick every 2 days. You have to, like, wait for it all to fill up, and you get, like, 4 or 5 of the Wonder Pick points, and you keep scrolling and checking until it's like, oh, they have to have 2 of the cards I'm looking for. And because I've deprived myself of playing the game, I've got more since deciding that, even though your decisions do not matter in this game at all. And it's also weird because you're not allowed to, like, talk about negativity because you say, like, oh, all these strategies suck and the game doesn't have any chance to be developed because it's so overtuned and unbalanced that you just get told skill issue. But then all the memes are, you know, enemy executor gets tails once, Marowak gets tails, Moltres gets... It's all tails! The entire game is a coin flip, literally from the start of the game. You get heads... The irony is, you get heads at the beginning of the game, you lose. You get tails at any other point in the game, you lose. What a fucking balanced, wonderful game that you're not allowed to criticize. But yeah, you can't be critical of the game or its balance, but then top posts are mocking the game and its balance. I hate the hypocrisy and stupidity of the Pokemon community. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.